Hi guys, welcome. I'm waving here. So far I've got Megan and Tamara. Got my Hanna Karlzon book out, image out again today. I thought I'd colour in the little gems here. I'm not going to spend too much time today, maybe half hour. I'll finish these off here. I've got some waves there. And shadows hanging around my feet today, so we may be able to hear her today as well. Got Katerina, hi. So there's lots of people I have to thank today. I've got Jade Summer, Eric and Nick Fritzen, the two awesome guys who've helped me out with this huge giveaway. I've had a couple of great correspondences with them, and they've been super helpful, and I'm way grateful to them. Hi Loretta, congratulations on winning a book. So yeah, I really wanted to thank them, and just sort of I really do appreciate them, and I'm rapt that they were included in this giveaway and have been a part of my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I mean, I have colored quite a few of their images now, so it is great, and I think that their images are really good value. They're easy for people to access. So I guess that's why I like to sort of do a few of theirs, because it gives us that opportunity to have more people join in. Jade Summer's coming on here, are they? I wonder if it'll be Eric or Nick, but yeah, it's very exciting. So they'll miss my thank you now if they're not already here. So guys, I guess I wanted to answer some of the questions that I asked during this giveaway as well. So I asked a few questions. One of them was your favorite book, and we had so many different answers. A lot of people said Alice in Wonderland, which is one of their newer books, and there was a lot of Psalms. Norse mythology was another big one that people wanted. So there was lots of variety in there. So everybody's got different tastes, but it was really good to sort of see, what people liked the most. So hello, I've got is it Sheelan there as well? So anyway, I'm going to continue on with my thank yous and my answers to these questions. So the questions were so first one was what was your favorite book? Second one was which page or book would you like to see me color a speed coloring in, or a live video in, sorry. And that one was actually a bit mixed as well. I think the main one might have been Alice in Wonderland, and there was also, I think, Cowie Girls. I don't even know if that's how you say it either. Also, there was a lot for dragons and fairies as well. So there was lots of different ones there as well. So the other question I had was, who publishes Jade Summer books? So the answer to that was Fritzen Publishing, which pretty much everyone got that one. The other question I asked was the Crystal Caves question. What complementary colors do I use in the video? So the two complementary colors I used were purple and yellow, and I pretty much use those colors to make all of the other colors. I think the only other color I really sort of added in there was a little bit of green, and perhaps I think it was just the green actually. So that was that one. And then the first Jade Summer video that I actually did was from the Vampires book. So I think most people got that right as well. Okay, so now there's a little bit of a delay in the time that it takes me to answer your questions to when you actually type them. So I do apologize for that as well. It can get a little confusing in the chat. We noticed last week that I was still sort of coming to answering the questions, but it takes a little bit of time for them to come through the live broadcast to when they're actually coming up on the screen. So I do apologize for that as well. So I think I've got all of those thank yous out of the way, and I will throw up the last winner in a little bit. I'll get to this, back to this picture to start with. So just while I'm doing that, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I keep trying to pop up there and check your questions. So I've decided that I don't know if you saw the last colouring that I did of this one, but I finished off, just sort of darkened up the hair a little bit because the flowers weren't popping off the page as much as I wanted them to. I also I finished off camera the lips and some of the gold on her jewellery here. So I decided that we'd just quickly colour in the sort of gems around here. And I just realised I haven't done her eyebrows either, so I will do that as well. Okay. So let's have a look. I'm decided to do blue-green. So I'm going to use some electric blue. As well as a little bit of turquoise or cobalt turquoise. And some Mediterranean blue. And a really, really pale, what I've got down here, muted turquoise. So I've got these three. So I've added blue with green to do the gems. So most of the light I'm going to say is coming from this side of the face because this is the lightest part that I've done there. So I'll put the darker side of the gems to the left. Using my Toggle sharpener again. Okay. So I'm just going to do a light pressure on that left side with the cobalt turquoise first. So even though we've finished doing the Jade Summer books, we still do have 9 other prizes up, or 8 other prizes up for grabs. So make sure you get in and check those out. So the links are in the description below this video as well. Okay, then I'm going to come in with the electric blue. Just go over the top of that. Okay. So I hope that everyone's been enjoying the giveaway. I've had heaps of group members join, lots of people commenting on videos. I was going to give a couple of hints today I've popped the a card up, or an information dot on the live video today will come up with the videos for the giveaway as well. So that'll come up on the screen later on. And also I'll put in a couple of the videos that I've mentioned in some of the giveaway questions. One of them was, which one do I introduce myself in front of the camera? Now, this was a really long time ago. So it was way back when I first started. It too was a Hanna Karlzon image. So I've got Mediterranean blue, I just keep coming out a little bit further each time I go over it. And then muted turquoise, which is another green. So I've just gone right to the edge with this one. I just missed these ones under here. I'm just going to fill those out. Didn't have quite enough room there to use all the colours, but okay. So now I've got some white. And I'm just going over the top of all of the colour. So I'm starting from the lightest and moving out towards the darkest, because I don't want to move that dark colour back into that light area. Now the paper's compromised here a little bit because I put a little bit of skin colour in there, so I had to rub that off. Because, you know, when you're happily colouring away there, sometimes you're colouring things that aren't meant to be coloured yet. So if you watched the video where I unboxed the Black Widow pencils, I have been back in contact with them, and I am getting the other two sets out. So I will do an unboxing of those when they come in next week, or this week as well. Okay, so now we want to make those look shiny. So to make them look shiny, we're going to grab the white gel pen, or white gouache, I've got that there, on a really small brush. I'm just going to use the white gel pen for this one, but I just put a little line. I just made that a little bit big. Once it dries, I'll scratch it down a little bit, but a little line there, and then on that side. And then small line and a dot, and a small line and a dot. You can see that it makes it look like it's shining. We can do the same on the gems here as well, like on the gold there as well. Just turn my page around. I just put a little line or a dot. So now they look shiny. I'll just do a little one on this side as well. Getting too small. Now you can make it look a little bit more sparkly by putting a little bit of star on it. There you go. Loretta just said that once it's dry, I actually just scratch it off with my nail, but I've got long nails, but not everyone does. But yeah, you could use a toothpick just to scratch that off and shape it up. But now it's dry, I'll just squeeze it down a little bit. Oh, camera. So yeah, that's that. And I'm just going to colour in the eyebrows. So I used a couple of colours for the hair. So I'm going to grab some sienna brown. Just going to, yeah, of course I break it. I'm just going to use flicking motions up. Not necessarily going to follow the lines that are on there already, but so Tamara just asked about the uni ball that I use. There is a difference in the ink. I find that a lot of the other, I've got a few white gel pens, a couple of different types in here, just a cheaper white one, and the other ones are at my other room. But the ink, any of the, so if you're doing a picture with pencil or marker, if it's not quite dry, quite often with the other types of gel pens that I've used, the ink actually comes up through the white, so it actually changes the color of the white, so it doesn't look as shiny and bright. So I always use this one, or if this one that fails me, which sometimes it does too, I'll go with the gouache, because this one, it doesn't come through. It's water-based, sits on top of it, so the color actually doesn't change when you use something like this. But obviously you need to use a brush and you have to have water and stuff with you, so quite often I'll just use my gel pen or the uni ball one. Okay, now I've got a little bit of yellowed orange. That Spanish orange. Let me just grab it. Just a little bit of pale vermilion. You can see there. I'll keep going off camera there. So just flicking out and covering up all of the tooth of the paper now. I'm going to come back in now with a dark umber and just deepen up each side of the eyebrow. Dark umber. I'm just going to do those edge bits a little bit darker. in the middle part there, and also just flicking out underneath just to put a little bit of depth in there as well. It is hard when they're not like they've already got a shape there, so you've just got to go with it and just put in a bit of detail there. So we've almost finished. I'm going to use these green colors to go around the outside too, so I'll do that now as well while I'm here. Megan just asked if I note down the colors as I go. I do. I've got my little scrappy book thing here that I write in as I'm going along, just so I remember. Quite often I find myself rewatching the videos because I've just gone along and colored and forgotten. So I'm back to the cobalt turquoise. I'm just going to go and line a line around the left side again. So I did a page using the set of Black Widow pencils. I just did a grayscale image from Bennett Klein. So using the pencils that I had for the Black Widow ones, I've come together and done a rainbow colored image there with them just to see how they work together and how they come under stress. So I'll be posting that one as a speed coloring probably this week. It's not quite finished yet, but and I think now that I've almost finished this one, I might actually have to finish this one as well this week. I do have an image coming out hopefully tomorrow of August Reverie. So I've put all of the names in the drawer into random.org. I use names again. So I'm going to draw the name of that in a sec. I'm really rapt that you guys have enjoyed that. I've already had 4 winners so far. So we had Samantha, Trisha, Hillary, and Loretta, who's watching with us today. Congratulations to you guys. And there's one more to add to the list, which I'll just click in a sec and I'll let you know who that is. Any other questions while I'm just filling in the color here? I'll also hang and chat for a sec in the chat afterwards. I know that it disappears once the video's processed, so there's not a lot of time to chat, but if you have any questions, I can pop on and answer them in there as well. If you're wanting to talk about anything too, you could drop into the Facebook group. The link's in the description as well. So I've done the left side of each of those. I'm going to come in with the electric blue. So I'm covering up almost half of the circles now. So this was the Strathmore tan tone paper. If anyone was wondering, I just downloaded a new book last night, which I might do a flip through of at some stage too. I tried to sort of bring the camera in close for you, but I keep forgetting that the page is not on camera, all of it, so I've got to move it so you can see it. Obviously, to the image, the picture is actually a lot brighter than what you can see on the camera. Due to lighting, it puts a little bit of a reflection on the picture, so you can't see how vibrant it is. So, guys, I actually posted up a post on Patreon this morning, early this morning. It was late last night. Just asking you guys, patrons, what you would like to see colored. I'd like to pick something that you guys pick, so you get something out of that. So if you're not aware of Patreon, just there's a link in the description. It's a fair way down the page. Just pop on the link and it takes you to my page, and you can just sort of have a read and see what's available. Some of the posts are public, so you can see them. Some of them are only for patrons, but you can certainly pop in and have a look. Now I've lost my muted turquoise, so give me a sec. So I'm just finishing that off with the muted turquoise. I'm not going to put any white on because I'm just going to put the gel pen in there because they're so tiny. Someone just asked what grayscale paper would be like on this colored paper. I'm not sure. All I know is that when I color with Prismacolors on this paper, it's so vibrant and just comes out so pretty. I did a Fabrica Fantasy image on some craft paper a little while ago, and it was just so pretty. It came out so vibrant. The colors were just exceptional. I've also done a couple of other pictures on it. With the Strathmore Tantone paper, I mentioned it last video, it is a little bit bigger than A4, and it's also very thick, so it's almost card. So if you don't have a printer that can handle something like that, then it's probably not worth getting it. But you can get craft paper, which is a similar color, and usually that's quite thin. Okay. Me has just shouted out there to not forget about Twitter. I joined Twitter. Woohoo! I have no idea how to use it. I don't know if any of you guys have got it, but I do have Twitter now as well, so you can pop in and have a look at that. I've posted it on my group wall as well as the page as well. So I'm just putting a white dot on. So I'm doing it the opposite side to the reflection, so in the darker area. Trying to do a little line because they are so little, it's not happening. So guys, I'm almost done here, so I'm going to just finish off this little bit here, and I'll draw the winner. I've pinned to the top of my Facebook page the post with all of the giveaways in it, so all of the other links are in there. So if you have missed them, you can go to the video on here on YouTube, or there is a link with all of the individual links for the giveaways on there as well on my Facebook page, so check those out. All of the just links that I've done today are in the description already. So if you want to pop over and check those out as well. And that's all of the little shiny beads done on the edges. And I'm going to finish those flowers on camera to do a speed colouring, or if you're in Patreon, excuse me, if you are a patron, I will be having the full version available to them. So I'm I'm done with that. So I'm going to draw the thing. So just give me 2 secs to pop into my random web page. Popped all the names in there. I'm just going to click random now. Okay, so it gives me a list of randomized names now. So the first one on top of the list is Alexandra. So I will tag Alexandra in the post down the bottom so you guys can check that out on Facebook. Congratulations, guys. So I'm really impressed with you all, and I've loved all of your beautiful colorings that you've been doing in the group. It's been fantastic, and I just encourage you guys to keep doing that. Don't hesitate to ask me any questions. So yeah, that's the winner. Now I'm going to hang around and answer a couple of questions in the live chat, which is still open for a little bit after the video broadcast. So I will see you guys soon, and I look forward to showing you some more images, and I'll do some live videos next week as well. So when I get those other Black Widow pencils, I'll pop on and show you those as I unwrap them as well. Also too, I've got a few new books coming, so we'll be able to do some more flip throughs as well. Thanks guys so much, and again thank you so much to Jade Summer, Eric and Nick. You guys are awesome, and everyone else for being a part of it and joining in. It's been heaps of fun. So as I said, I'll be hanging around for a sec in the chat, so you're welcome to ask me questions and things like that when I'm done. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.